Hey, what's up, everyone? Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here. And after some requests and insight into this, I just really wanted to tackle this. I did a little bit of research, but nothing is totally official. And obviously, by looking at this, I searched the Sony a7000, and there are some really solid rumors that I hear. And I do talk rumors. I think it's interesting to talk about, to share. So let's kind of talk about what is possibly going to happen and what I really want from the Sony a6000 successor. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down, and let me kind of tell you what I possibly know. Quick Google search of the Sony a7000, or it could be called the a6100, you never know. You see a lot of made up things, like they took like one of the Sony A bodies, slapped the a7000 there on it. So obviously none of this is real, none of this is legit yet. I mean, hey, you never know, it could be sprinkled in and we don't know about it. But there's nothing official. As I said, I just want to tackle some things that are really solid from solid sources, and get your reaction. I want to tell you what I wanted to expect. So you get a lot of these a6000 bodies, but obviously the next big coming thing, and the a6000 is probably going to be one of the most popular cameras of 2015. I mean, I bought it. It sold really well. I switched from the RX 100 line series camera, the smaller compact ones, and went into this because I heard there was a lot of great things about it. I played with the friends, and oh my God, I obviously got hooked. Now, I don't use it a ton like my regular DSLR gear, but when I do, I really do enjoy it being a street and candid camera. But the Sony a7000 will have a lot to compete with in regards to upgrading from the a6000, and I'm super excited if I have the ability to do so. And there are some things that I want, but here are some of the rumors, here are some of the maybe solid specs that we have or that already are out there. So see if this is something you like. So you get a slight bump in megapixels from to 28 megapixels with the Exmor R sensor, and it will be backside illuminated, 399 autofocus points, 4D autofocusing, not quite sure what that is. You'll have all internal 4K video, which would be huge if that's really a thing. The frame rate is obviously probably going to be maybe like 24 frames a second, 23. So something like that. You're probably not going to get 30 out of that. If you do, that would be great if that really happened. 14 or 16 frames per second, that would be pretty ballin'. 180-degree tilt screen, and all-weather resistant magnesium alloy body. Now, there's going to be something interesting about this, and one, it's the price, and one would be the kit it could come with. So they're also rumored that they're going to release a new kit lens with this, and this would be the new 16-50, so the same range you have in the current one, but would be an f2.4 out of 3.6. I would love that as a kit lens, because currently they have the 16-50, 3.5 to 5.6. Low light, you go a little bit past 16 millimeters, and you're already past that 3.5. So 2.4 would be amazing. And going from 2.4 to 3.6 isn't that much of a loss to me, but going from a 3.5 to a 5.6 really kind of cuts down quickly. Now, the Sony a6000 does really well in low light, for what it is, and especially video. I could throw it up to ISO 2000 on video, and it doesn't look that bad. So the a7000 or a6100 would have a lot to live up to. But the main thing that really helped the Sony a6000 in popularity is its price and how it hit more of the consumer and a little bit of the prosumer market. And it's because it was like $450 brand new for the body. So let me just kind of show you here, and this is going to be different, a little different because it's the Black Friday right now. But just kind of look at the original price. You could buy it body only for like $400, $450, or $450, and brand new. I got mine for $599.99 at the time from Best Buy, or you can get it for around $650 or $700, all depending on the deal that you catch right now, November 25th. So there are a lot of options for this. The pricing is one of the main things. It doesn't cost $1,000. It's not $1,500. But with the rumored specs of this, it being 4K, a different kit lens that's a little better, it's going to cost a little bit more money. And this would really deter me from upgrading because, once again, the main allure of this is the price that you pay for this. And that would be $1,100 to $1,500 is the apparently rumored target range to the a7000. And I just think that's a little too high for it. I mean, I still think it'll sell, but you're not going to hit the bridge camera group more often, because these are people that are thinking, should I get a first, mirrorless camera like this, or should I go to Canon or Nikon? Should I start with this in Sony, then go up to like the A7R series, A7S, all that kind of stuff? So if this is really the target price, I think this is going to miss the market it really hit successfully with the A6000. I'm sure the A6000 will still totally sell correctly, but I don't think it would be necessarily a successor to it. I just think it would be, different, like buying a Nikon D610 and a Nikon D800 or 810 or something like that. Different extremes because of it being that, and especially if it really shoots 4K. So that's what I think. What would I really want to see in this? I don't mind the tilt screen. That kind of grew on me a little bit. I would like to see some kind of built-in body camera stabilization. They already have it with some of their Sony full-frame bodies, and I think that would be something that is pretty well needed with this. It already has your near-field communication, your Wi-Fi. I think 4K video should almost be a given by now. If not, even cheap out and go 2K for the price. But I think 4K is the way to go, especially give us 24 or 30 frames per second. Hopefully you give us around 30. And I think those would be the few big things that I want. Megapixels are totally fine. I don't need anything super crazy. I'm fine with the 24.3 that this has here. And I don't know, the autofocusing I've never heard of would be 4D autofocusing. I'm not sure about that. If you have any information, please write that down below. But this needs to be $800 at the most. I mean, if not, you're going to miss a major mark here, Sony. So I don't know. There's a couple of the specs, solid rumors of the Sony a7000. Could be $1,100 to $1,500. If it's that, it's not gonna sell that well. What do you guys and girls think? Is this something you would be interested in for that price range? What do you think the features should have? What are some things you have from your a6000 that you would like to see in the a7000? What are some improvements? Let me know. Everything down below. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. Sony a6000 has major thumbs up for me. You guys really love my review on that. I'll leave that down in the description below. But the Sony a7000, if priced right, will be at the top of my list to upgrade for my on-the-go type of camera. Let's talk about it down in the comments below.